Your parties are the hottest ticket around.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. You're gonna hear about my parties. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things. They just, you know, so if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard about this for the longest time. This case looks huge. They got the video footage from his house, his mansions. You got the.
It is no rumor that Sean Diddy Combs, one of hip-hop's biggest names, is facing bombshell claims that have shaken the entertainment industry to its core. Rapper Sean Diddy Combs' history of misconduct dates all the way back to 1999, when he was charged with assaulting record executive Steve Stout. But his legal woes reached a new level this past week when a federal grand jury in New York indicted him.
Homes in Los Angeles and Miami were raided back in March in connection to a federal human trafficking investigation. The rapper also has several sexual misconduct allegations against him, all of which he has denied.
Let's find all the details that have come out so far about the 54-year-old rap mogul's arrest and the alleged pattern of abusive behavior that brought him to this point. His recent arrest has revealed troubling information about his personal life, including his infamous freakout parties and the presence of A-list celebrities.
Now the Sean Diddy Combs investigation. New surveillance video shows Combs being taken into custody in a Manhattan hotel last week.
On September 16th, 2024, Diddy was arrested in Manhattan's opulent Park Hyatt Hotel when federal agents raided his penthouse suite, concluding a year-long probe into charges of sexual assault, human trafficking, and organized crime. This arrest is certain to be more than a celebrity scandal. It could bring down one of the music industry's most prominent leaders. The volume of claims filed against Diddy is what makes this case particularly concerning.
On Monday, a grand jury indicted him on multiple federal charges, including racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Homeland Security took Diddy into custody at the Park Hyatt in New York. According to his legal team, Diddy's been in the city for the past week ahead of these anticipated charges.
These are not isolated cases. Several women, and even men, have come forward with allegations of abuse, manipulation, and coercion dating back decades. His arrest is the result of several lawsuits and unsettling rumors that have been circulating for years.
Did you ever go to a Diddy party?
Yes.
And what was it like?
A Diddy party?
Is it like what they have in the media or
off the hook?
Off the hook.
And whenever they went into the quote-unquote alleged other section, I was never there.
You were gone.
That's like, I think in general, getting away from Diddy, and God bless him and whatever else he's dealing with. I don't beat people while they're down. That's just not who I am character-wise. No one can erase his legacy. Bad Boy Records and Faith Evans and Biggie and Craig Mack and 112 and Total and I mean mogul. I mean, I don't know what all that other is going on or allegedly, but man, you know, legacy is legacy, man. You know, surviving Neverland. Did that stop you from listening to Michael Jackson after the documentary came out? I don't know.
One of the most unsettling aspects of the case centers on Diddy's infamous freakout parties. These private, star-studded gatherings were attended by A-list celebrities such as Justin Bieber and other significant Hollywood stars. We will also look into this.
That's going to be hard to prove that they're his weapons. They're going to have to prove that they was his weapons because he had other grown people living in there. And plus, that house, I believe, was in a corporation name. So they're gonna have to get maids, butlers, cleaning people, or somebody that's in that house to have a daily contact to say that was his room that they found those weapons in.
However, beneath the sparkle and glamour, dark and frightening acts were all behind the scenes. Guests at the gatherings describe a secret world of narcotics, young women, and forced sexual acts. Currently, multiple lawsuits allege that Diddy coordinated these events as part of a wider, underground network intended to abuse individuals, many of whom were fragile or seeking celebrity. A 14-page indictment unsealed on Tuesday includes 3 counts of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Prosecutors allege Combs abused, threatened, and coerced women and others to fulfill his sexual desires in a recurrent and widely known pattern of abuse that goes back to at least 2009. Many of the current charges being leveled against Combs stem from freak-offs, Combs' term for coerced sex acts that he would allegedly orchestrate and record. Diddy's legal troubles are not new, but these latest charges portray a far worse picture. The seeds of his current predicament were sowed years earlier, with previous incidents and lawsuits returning, beginning with his assault charge in 1999. Diddy was able to brush off these claims over time, but they were not forgotten. Let's see some of these legal suits.
Cassie Ventura breaking her silence for the first time since CNN uncovered this disturbing video showing music mogul Sean Diddy Combs violently throwing her to the ground, then kicking and dragging her. On Instagram, Ventura thanking family, friends, and strangers, writing, "The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now, but this is only the beginning."
In November 2023, R&B artist Cassie filed the first significant lawsuit opening the floodgates. Cassie, Diddy's former lover, accused him of abuse, trafficking, and manipulation throughout their decade-long relationship. Her complaint, filed under the New York Adult Survivors Act, revealed years of horrific episodes such as physical assault, sexual violence, and psychological torture. She said Diddy drew her into his fast-paced, drug-fueled lifestyle as soon as she signed with his label at age 19.
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs wearing only a towel, assaulting his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016.
One of the horrific instances as seen is surveillance footage recovered from a Los Angeles hotel in 2016 showed Diddy violently beating Cassie, supporting her claims of a violent relationship. The footage alone caused shockwaves across the public and the justice system. Cassie's situation was only the tip of the iceberg. As her case attracted national attention, more alleged victims mustered the bravery to speak up. Over the next few months, several more came forward, exposing their abuse at the hands of Diddy. Also, Derek Lee Cardello Smith, a former restaurant employee, has filed a bombshell lawsuit alleging that Diddy drugged and sexually raped him at a party in 1997. This issue became even more distressing when Diddy refused to appear in court, resulting in a $100 million default judgment in favor of Cardello Smith. Rodney Lil Rod Jones, Diddy's former producer, has also filed a complaint, claiming that he was compelled to work with sex workers at Diddy's instruction, and that he has audio and video evidence of Diddy's criminal acts. His lawsuit also included notable figures such as Prince Harry, albeit the claims against him remain unverified.
He was knocking down all the women that he thought Pac was knocking down. And what I mean is having sex with them. Why would you want to have sex with women you know for sure a dude that was once cool with you was dealing with?
Diddy was also implicated by Tupac's alleged killer, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, who claimed Combs allegedly offered $1 million for Shakur's murder. Davis has made allegations against Combs for over 15 years, but he has not been named in any investigation connected to Shakur's killing. Court papers filed in the case against Davis include several interviews of Davis conducted by law enforcement in the last 2 decades. Prosecutors included a transcript of a surreptitiously recorded interview with Davis by Las Vegas Metropolitan Police in 2009, where he repeated his claims about Combs' alleged connection to the murder. The litigation did not end there. Joey Dickerson Neal came forward, alleging that Diddy drugged and abused her in 1991, secretly filming the incident and exposing it to others. According to the lawsuit, Joey was urged to keep quiet because she was afraid of Diddy's great power and influence. Shortly after, a rush of lawsuits were filed by additional women, some of whom claimed to be teens at the time of their assaults. An unidentified plaintiff, known only as Jane Doe, accused Diddy of gang raping her in 2003 with 2 of his accomplices. In another case, former model Crystal McKinney sued Diddy, alleging that he sexually abused her in his recording studio after drugging her.
Yeah, the fact, Jake, that the government in this indictment presented evidence.
These cases, which span several decades and involve innumerable victims, have exposed a complex web of abuse, deception, and dread. Many of the accusers were members of Diddy's closest circle, which made their stories even more tragic because they believed they were secure in the hands of one of the most successful men in music.
P. Diddy be wanting the body, and you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did.
I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get!
In a move that has left fans and social media users puzzled, music icons Usher and Pink have mysteriously deleted their entire Twitter histories following the high-profile arrest of Sean Diddy Combs.
To add to Diddy's previous legal troubles, a scandal involving his alleged sex trafficking and racketeering has ensnared several celebrities. According to reports, Diddy's infamous freak-off parties attracted high-profile guests, including Justin Bieber, Chris Brown, Rihanna, Drake, and Nicki Minaj. These events are said to have been filmed, and the footage was sold on the dark web for $500 million. Other celebrities, including Kevin Hart and Ashton Kutcher, have been linked to Diddy's parties through resurfacing interviews and pirated films.
It's stupid. And I still had a bit of, I wasn't as evolved as a person. I got these feelings, but I didn't trust them. It was early and I was feeling things and I was like, that ain't right. I always had good instincts. It's like, that ain't right. But, I was doing my thing and, new cars and girls, and I didn't really want to hear it at the time. And he was like, man, you stupid, man. I thought he was jealous at the time. But I knew that something wasn't right about the things that I was doing. My conscience was alive, so I just decided to let that go.
Celebrities such as Jay-Z, Beyonce, and even Kim Kardashian have had long-term relationships with Diddy, attending his parties and sharing the spotlight. However, with the charges surfacing, concerns have been raised regarding their knowledge of what was going on behind the scenes. So far, these superstars have remained mute, but the public is seeking answers. Who knew, and how deep is this scandal? Furthermore, there are suspicions that Diddy recorded significant footage of these gatherings, which included not only celebrities, but also politicians, aristocracy, and even preachers. This has caused great concern in Hollywood, as the discovery of incriminating information might have far-reaching consequences. Jennifer Lopez's management staff has reportedly been on high alert, holding crisis meetings to prepare for any potential backlash. Diddy's arrest and the probable release of these tapes might have far-reaching consequences for the music and entertainment industries, with some comparing it to the Jeffrey Epstein case in terms of magnitude and scandal. Although none of the celebrities identified have been directly accused of misconduct, the situation is evolving, bringing more attention to the contentious parties and attendees. The case is expected to highlight Diddy's powerful ties throughout his career and how the court struggle may damage those connections. Diddy's future remains uncertain now that he is in prison. He faces many allegations of sexual trafficking, racketeering, and other offenses, which could result in decades in prison. His legal team, led by high-profile attorney Mark Agnifilo, is pushing hard to get the lawsuits dismissed, alleging Diddy is the victim of an opportunistic attack. However, the evidence, which includes incriminating camera footage and several individual testimonies, may be too overwhelming to overcome. The scandal is far from done. More lawsuits are expected, and additional charges may emerge, so the world will be watching attentively as this judicial drama unfolds. As Diddy's story unfolds, it becomes evident that this is more than just another celebrity controversy. It is a wake-up call to the entertainment industry's abuse of power. The claims against him are frightening, and they remind us that fame and riches do not exempt anyone from confronting the repercussions of their actions. Whether justice will be done remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Sean Diddy Combs' reputation will never be the same. If you found this video informative, please like it and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth coverage of today's most important stories. What are your thoughts on Diddy's arrest? Please share your ideas in the comments below. Until the next time, stay informed and safe.